Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today we are going to review and test out a 2-channel dashcam with both channels recording in 4K resolution. And this is the RedTiger F77 dashcam. RedTiger sent this dashcam to me to be checked out, so thank you. But this is not a sponsored video, and they have no input or have previewed this video. Both channels of this F77 have the IMX678 Starvis 2 sensors. And the front-facing camera records in 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 30 frames per second and has a 170-degree diagonal field of view. And because of the Starvis 2 sensor, there will be less glare on the recordings at night. The rear-facing camera also records in 4K 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 30 FPS and also has a 170-degree diagonal field of view, and also has the Starvis 2 sensor for lesser glare at night. One unique feature of this dashcam is that it doesn't need a micro SD card. Recordings are stored in its built-in eMMC storage. There's a 128GB model and also a 256GB one. eMMC or Embedded Multimedia Card has longer lifespan, can tolerate more heat, and reads and writes faster than an SD card. But we'll talk more about this later. All other features are like other dashcams, like it has voice control,
Turn off recording. Turn on recording. Turn on Wi-Fi.
has built-in Wi-Fi up to 5.8 GHz, 24/7 parking monitoring if you hardwire this, and needs a hardwired kit. And depending on the package you buy, it might be a separate purchase. RedTiger also has the OBD power cable, which I bought, and I will test out the parking monitoring later in the video. I got the 128GB model, and inside the box, you'll get the user manual, transparent films for installation, and we have the main front-facing camera. We have the mounting tape here, and this tilts up and down. And you can slide this out to remove the dashcam from the mount. We have the USB-C port for the rear camera and another one for power. On one side, we have a reset hole, and it does have a micro SD card slot, and we will talk more about this also later, and the power button. And we have a 4-inch widescreen, which is nice. This is a touch display, but also have physical buttons here in the bottom to change the settings. And on top of the lens is the GPS module. What else is inside the box? We have the rear-facing camera, which also has a 4K lens. And the sign is like the smaller version of the front camera. And its mount can also be removed. And we have a USB-C port here on the side to connect to the main front camera. You also get a short USB-C cable so as to connect this to your computer to download the recordings. Remember, it has a built-in storage. We have the power cable, integrated car charger plug, and this is 11.5 feet in length and has a right angle USB-C plug to plug into the dashcam. We have an extra mount, which is good. We have extra mounting tapes for both the front and rear. We have some stick-on cable clips. We have a trim push tool and the rear camera cable. Both right-angled plugs, which you will see later on might not be the best idea for this setup. And this is about 21.5 feet in length, which is longer than most other brands. To install, make sure the windshield is clean. Peel the liner on the transparent film and stick it to your windshield and where you want to place the dashcam. You can remove the mount if you want and take off the liner on the mounting tape and stick it onto the transparent film, making sure the arrow is pointing up. And now you can slide back in the dashcam. Plug in the power cable and route it to your headliner, to the front of your A-pillar, and down to your dashboard. Now plugging in the rear camera cable, and because it is also an angled plug, you can only plug it in one way. And I'll show you here because the ports are side by side. The only way to plug this in is this way, which makes the two cables look like two horns on the top of the dashcam. I wish they just have a simple straight plugs and you could make cable management on this look better. Anyways, stick the rear camera on your rear window and plug in the rear camera cable. And you can plug in the dashcam's power cable to your car's charger port, and when your vehicle is on, the dashcam will also automatically turn on and start recording. And because this is the first boot up, we will need to set this up first. And this is what you will see in the screen when setup is finished. Let's check the settings. First, on the device itself. You can use the buttons on the bottom to navigate the menu, and I'll just show you the resolution options here when the rear camera is hooked up. And this is also a touch screen, and this is the resolution settings when the rear camera is not connected. And these are the other settings that you can change. Swipe up for more options. Parking mode will only be available when hardwired. This has GPS, but I turned off the display on the screen and on the recordings for privacy. And here are some more settings here that you can change. Going back to playback, this is where you can view the recorded footage, front and rear cams. Videotape is to go back to start recording. I'm turning on Wi-Fi so that you can connect your phone to it using the RedTiger app. And in the camera settings, these are the options that you can change, like the video resolution, loop recording, and the G sensor sensitivity, and the Wi-Fi, but that's about it. All the other settings can only be accessed on the dashcam unit itself. I guess the more important thing that you will need the app for is to download the recordings from the dashcam's internal memory. It has an option to access an external SD card here if you inserted one, which is a funny thing, and we'll talk more about this later. But this is where you can view and download the recordings to your phone's album. And I'll just demo the speed of the download for a 1-minute clip while we talk about the SD card. If you insert one, there's no option in the settings for the dashcam to record to it, so it cannot increase the storage capacity of this dashcam. It was stated in their FAQ page that you can transfer recorded videos as a backup, but I couldn't find any setting in both the dashcam itself or in their app on how to do that. Now, the 1-minute clip is downloaded to your phone. Anyways, this SD card option has really no function unless you add recordings to it by other means, because this F77 dashcam itself will not record or transfer recordings to it. Anyways, let's check the video quality. So this is the video and audio quality of the RedTiger F77 dashcam. This is a 2-channel dashcam, and the front-facing camera is recording in 4K 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution up to 30 frames per second, and this is what the video quality looks like. And it also has a rear-facing camera, also recording in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 30 frames per second also. And this is what the video quality looks like. See if it can read license plates of stopped cars. And we'll be seeing here in a little bit if it can see and read license plates of cars that are moving. Right there. This is the video quality at night, and this has the Starvis 2 sensor to minimize glare of lighted signs, so you'll be able to read them. And also will minimize headlight glare so you can read plates of cars in front of you. This is what it looks like on the rear-facing camera, which also has the Starvis 2 sensor. So RedTiger also sells an OBD hardwire kit for their dashcams that are powered by USB-C, so that you can turn on their 24/7 parking feature. The cable has a total length of 10 feet and has the USB-C plug to plug into your dashcam, and in the OBD2 plug, you will see that it only connects to 2 pins on your OBD2 port. And the controller unit has a screen to show the voltage of your battery. And there are 3 voltage cutoffs that you can choose. There is 12.4 volts, 12 volts, and 11.6 volts. So whatever you set, this is the voltage that this controller will turn off power to your dashcam, so it will not totally drain your battery. Just plug this into your OBD2 port and you will see the current voltage of your battery, and plug in the other end to the dashcam. And on the settings, in parking mode, now you can choose what type of parking mode you want. G sensor, just to start recording when somebody bumps the car, or time-lapse recording, 12 or 24 hours. And I'll just check the G sensor recording.
Alright, so I have the parking mode on, and we'll see how fast it will trigger the recording. I'm just gonna open and close the door here to simulate the G sensor being activated. I don't think there is a pre-recording here. I'm just gonna keep on talking and see which one is going to be recorded. It just started recording.
The dashcam has a delay in booting up to start recording. There's no pre-recording, so the person or car that hit you while you're parked might have left already by the time the dashcam starts to record. It does record on both channels though. Alright, so what do you think? Video quality is actually pretty good with this dashcam and comparable to other brands that have the same Starvis 2 sensor. I'm not sure how the WDR or HDR works, but there's no setting for it that you can turn on or off in both the dashcam or in the app. So I'm assuming it is always on. I think RedTiger missed an opportunity here on their SD card implementation, which seems like an afterthought. It's great that it has a built-in eMMC storage, but 128 and 256GB options only for two 4K channels? A 512GB option would be better. Or better yet, they should have added the functionality that a user can increase the capacity using a separate SD card, or have it at least be a backup. And also the settings that you can change in the app is limited, and the other settings can only be changed in the dashcam itself. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.